welcome to GT Canada. Today we're finally getting started on the CRX project. This is the Rust to Finished series on GT Canada. So if you haven't seen the video already about this car, check out the link right here. I'll show you the unveiling of the car and kind of the decision process as far as what we're going to do with this thing. But we're finally ready to get going. Today the scope of the project is simply to remove the old body kit. So the previous owner had molded in a body kit. I'm not really feeling it. The car's got a lot of rust, so we need to cover a lot of that up. I've got a new body kit. It's a wide body. It will take care of a lot of those issues. So we just need to get the old kit off. There's gonna be a lot of smashing, a lot of banging, a lot of prying. There's a lot of pieces that I don't need. It's probably gonna get destroyed. I'm not gonna be able to salvage the body kit, but we just need to get that off so we can get the new one prepped to go back on. So stick around and check out the progress with us. So I've already started banging at this, and you can see it's cracked away, which is great news. I'm just using my pry bar and getting in here, and I'm trying to pry this all off. I don't care if I damage this body kit. There's probably no way to salvage it anyway. I have no idea what the body looks like underneath here, but there's definitely a lot of very, very thick. Like this guy really went to town with the Bondo. So I want to strip all of that off, if I can anyway. Oh, very rusty, very, very rusty. Need to break up the fibers that he's got on here. He really went to town with that. Some progress. He had a lot of foam that he sprayed in here, I'm guessing to help stabilize this. So that's good news. I don't know what he did here. I don't know if I care. I'm gonna try and get this front bumper now. So I can't figure out where he bolted this thing on. It could be underneath here, but then he's fiberglassed the lights right into it. So I'm gonna just try and crack this here and then just tear it right off, because that seems to be my only option. These fenders are actually not gonna be reused. I've got a full new fender, so I'm not worried about damaging the fender either. So, light's coming out now. Excellent. The light was broken in a hailstorm. That's good news. Oh, he does have, wow. It does look like it's just attached right onto that fender. Holy. Put that there, and I'm going to try to remember it's there so I don't close the hood on it and wreck it. We'll pull that off too, just in case. So much foam in the back of this that it's kind of holding it together. longest bolt. Holy smokes, it is the world's longest bolt. How long is this?
6 inches.
No, I think I'm at the end now. Alright, is that... I wonder how many more of those he's got in here. So I couldn't find the screws that he had holding this on, and he didn't. It looks like he had PL Premium across this whole front bumper and just PL Premium to the whole thing on. I'm not saying that's wrong. I have no idea how you're supposed to attach these things, and I may end up gluing my new bumper on too, just because I have no idea what I'm doing. But that made it a little bit harder to get to. Either way, the bumper is completely off, and it's kind of still in one piece. So I might find somebody that wants to buy it, maybe. So you can see here, he's stripped the metal in most places, which is good, but then he's left it exposed in other places. Like this is, like, it's not gonna adhere to any of this. And then he's got, like, that's a ½ inch thick, so he's changed the whole body line here. And then covered up, I don't know what that is. Looks like that's the old fender molding, but he should have at least primered this to seal it after it was stripped. That would cure it so it's not going to get rusty. And then if water gets down here in behind this, because there's clearly a gap there, then it wouldn't rust out the paint because the paint is re-sealed again. Since the paint's not sealed, this body job was only going to last, I mean, it already wasn't lasting. Rust was starting to poke through a lot of different parts of the body where you could tell that it was not prepped properly prior to putting all this fiberglass on here. So that's why I'm stuck doing this now. Really, now it's just on the back bumper, which I probably need to be pulling the rear taillights out first. Just odds are he has screws under there. I have no idea. Maybe he just glued this one on too. Oh crap. I need to remove the back speaker in order to get the access to the back lights to get these off. So we're gonna pull the speakers out to make this lighter so that the whole box can get lifted out. Otherwise these speakers probably are most of the weight. This is where a lot of this weight came from. 1,000 watt mobile authority. Oh, this thing weighs at least 20 pounds.
20 pounds.
At least 20 pounds.
At least 20 pounds.
20 pounds sub. Side note, if anyone's watching this and wants some subs or speaker boxes, let me know. They're going for sale real cheap. So we needed to pull out the back speaker in order to get to the back panels, in order to pull the lights out, in order to get access to these little tiny screws that are holding the back bumper on. So I didn't want to break the lights in the process. I don't care if the body kit breaks, but if the lights break, that gets expensive, and I don't want to have to replace parts that I have that are good. So we've done that. I'm just removing those lights now. Wow. See this here and this back here? This is all somebody fabbing new fenders and welding them in and not treating them before you bond them. If you weld in new raw steel, it's gonna rust as soon as, look, raw steel comes with an oil coating on it. That's to prevent it from rusting. So when you see it and it looks clean and whatever, it's got this oily film on it. As soon as you shape it and screw it into here and hammer it into position, that film will wash off. When it washes off, you still have bare, raw steel. And raw steel rusts. So you can mean as well as you want, but this is not going to last. So I don't know when this was put on. I'm guessing the vintage of this is about 6 years. About 6 years ago, he put this all on and it's already rusted. The car hasn't even been driven. He drove it a little bit, but not a lot. It spent a lot of time in the garage. So this still rusted. You got bare exposed metal right here. You can't just do that. If you're doing body work, treat your metal before you cover it up. I understand the irony of the fact that I'm now using a ball peen hammer on a body right after I finish trying to lecture people about how to take care of their body. I understand the irony. Update, we've been actually working on this car for 2 hours now, and I know that after 2 hours my quality of work goes down significantly. We did manage to achieve our goal today of stripping the old body kit. I was hoping to get the new front fenders and hood on, but I'm going to leave that for next day. One interesting surprise, the front fenders were actually fiberglass. So somebody had swapped them for fiberglass fenders. Unfortunately, he had done so much glass work on top of it. I don't know if they're useful or salvageable or what, but our wide body kit's gonna be fiberglass too, so we didn't lose anything, but it's a neat find that you come across when you're working on a car like this. So we are finished for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try and take 2 hours and cut it down into like 5 or 10 minutes. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on the progress on this car and some of our other projects. Don't forget to check out the videos here while you wait. But until next time, have a great day.